My initial impressions of Cadillac were not good. I like puzzle games, so I thought maybe when I get around to doing the Famidaily episode, and I sit down and I really dig into it, then I'll come to like it. I did not. Cadillac is very much one of those games that followed in the wake of Tetris, where they just mimic the idea of having something fall down the well and players erase bits of it. Most of these games wind up not working very well, and in Cadillac's case, it's because they implemented a rule set that's not really compatible with this style of game. In Cadillac, a series of playing cards will descend from the top of the screen, and they'll come to rest in a 5x5 grid. If you get 3 or more of the same suit, 3 or more of the same face value, or a run of 3 or more consecutive cards, then the cards vanish and anything that was above them falls down. You get points based on the quantity of cards removed, the difficulty of completing that set, and if it was part of a chain. The round starts with 52 cards in the deck, but it is not a 52-card poker deck. Instead, the cards are chosen completely randomly. So you might have multiples of the same card in the deck, or you might not have any of a number at all. You're given a threshold when you start of how many points you have to score in order to move on to the next round. Advancing to the next round does absolutely nothing. The actual goal that advances you in the game is to have the field be completely empty when you run out of cards. Now you might have noticed that 52 is not a multiple of 3, so the best strategy is to remove 4 cards one time, and then remove 3 cards all of the other times. Advancing the level just makes the cards drop a bit faster. There's an option from the main menu that allows you to select what level you want to start at, up to level 9. The other options on the main menu are to see the rules of the game, and for a particularly strange 2-player mode, where players alternate placing cards. There's one more power that you have while you play. You can hit the A button to freeze the game in place. You have a finite amount of this pause time, and I found it to be totally useless. If you use the start button to pause, then it doesn't display the play area. The legacy of Cadillac is a bit confusing. So there's Cadillac 2 on the Game Boy, which was released in the US as Square Deal. There's also a sequel on the Famicom called Great Deal. There's a PlayStation version called Cadillac, but it's actually a port of Great Deal, not Cadillac. For the original, there's quite a few problems. I'm not talking about the bare bones presentation. I'd like it to be a little bit better, but it's a basic puzzle game. I'm not going to hold that against them. No, the problems here seem to be more fundamental. Because the contents of the deck is randomized, it's not like you can count cards. You can set up a combo, and then you have to hope that the card that you need to complete it is going to come up in the deck. I spent a lot of time hoping to get a single card. The easiest way around this is to just match the suits, but that only gives you 10 points. So if you just do that, you won't pass the round. And because you're only putting down one item at a time, have no control over what's being dropped, and have a narrow well, you really don't have a lot of control here. And tying advancement to completely clearing out the deck makes the game especially frustrating. You lose points for the cards that you don't eliminate, and if you don't clear the threshold, then it's game over right there. And that's the kind of thing that just slows the game down even further. Cadillac is a mediocre puzzle game, but I still hold out some hope for Great Deal. They changed the rules for the sequel in a way that might improve it quite a bit, but we won't be seeing that one for a while still.